Thank you, Governor Brown. We have you up. So we are happy to see you. We were excited to see you the other day at Intel for the signing. And as you may remember, I had my hood on my coat, so I was ready for the weather. So it is my pleasure to introduce Governor Kate Brown. Take it away for your remarks.
Thank you so very much, and it's great to see you. I am so pleased to be joining all of you today for this year's Talent Summit. What a year it's been. I am appreciative of all of your efforts. In particular, I want to recognize the leadership of the HECC and the Workforce and Talent Development Board in putting this event together. Workforce and Talent Development Board Chair Ann Mercereau, Vice Chair Shari Dunn, thank you, and immediate past Chair Ken Madden, thank you for your dedication and determination during such a critical time. And Oregon's Racial Justice Council and the RJC Workforce Work Group, co-chairs Patsy Richards and Marin Adiola III, what important and timely leadership you have displayed. I appreciate your willingness to lead, to force the long overdue conversations around centering racial equity in our workforce development and economic policy. I'm so pleased that this year's summit will focus on getting Oregon's workforce future ready. As Shari just mentioned, last week I was very delighted to sign Future Ready Oregon into law, a proposal years in the making. It's to strengthen Oregon's economy while ensuring we're meeting the needs of a diverse workforce and the needs of businesses today and into the future. The HECC, the Higher Education Coordinating Commission, and the Workforce and Talent Development Board will play a critical role in the implementation of Future Ready Oregon. And in the equitable economic recovery, we have an opportunity to build for Oregon's families. This COVID-19 pandemic, as we all know, was a crisis on many levels. It was a public health crisis, a social crisis, and an economic crisis. But in every crisis, there is an opportunity. This is the time to take a new approach to economic prosperity, one which centers equity and racial justice. Future Ready Oregon centers Oregon's workers and future workers, especially those hardest hit by the pandemic, connecting them to good paying careers in healthcare, manufacturing, technology, and other high demand, high wage occupations. While Oregon's economy is strong as we recover from COVID-19, I know with the cost of living on the rise, we need to do the work to make sure every single Oregonian benefits from this recovery. That's the work we need to do together with Future Ready Oregon as a blueprint. Each and every one of you will play a unique and essential role in realizing this vision. So throughout the summit, let's celebrate this important work, but also know tomorrow we need to open wide the doors of opportunity for every Oregonian. And with that, Shari, I know you had some questions you wanted to dig into, so I'll hand it back to you.
All right, thank you so much. Well, Governor Brown, you know, as you referenced already, so much has happened in the last 2 years. It's like 2 years has been 20 years. The pandemic, the economic crisis, social unrest. What have we learned, would you say, from this?
Well, I have to say that the most crucial thing I learned was that many of these challenges are so interconnected, both in nature and as a result call for a comprehensive response. For example, with our COVID response, we got serious about those communities most impacted, our BIPOC, rural, people with low incomes, and making sure that we were supporting them in a culturally responsive way and with a workforce that reflected these communities. We also learned that we have to do things differently by meeting people where they're at. We can't expect people to stop working so that they can pursue job training. We need to support people on a path to a career, providing the wraparound supports they need to be successful, And of course, Future Ready Oregon is all about applying that approach, which is really exciting.
That's awesome. And with all that we have learned, what do you think the implications are going forward for how Future Ready Oregon is going to advance opportunity?
Well, I spoke just a minute ago about this idea about comprehensive solutions. When we make sure our solutions will help our most vulnerable communities, the most impacted communities, that will lead to equitable economic prosperity. Future Ready Oregon is a great example, as I mentioned earlier. Our work here means identifying barriers to career advancement for underserved communities, providing support services to help individuals overcome those barriers, and viewing these supports, two great examples, childcare access or broadband, as absolutely critical infrastructure. We need to not only ensure job seekers have the skills that employers need them to have, but we also need to ensure that job seekers have the wraparound services and support and training they need to succeed. That could mean financial help, tuition or fees. It could mean providing software programs or other job readiness supplies to help someone complete their coursework. Or as I mentioned, assistance with childcare, technology, transportation, or housing. But one of the things that I like about this effort is that we're investing in proven programs such as Constructing Hope, or as you heard last week, Oregon Trades with, as well as investing in new and innovative programs. And I think we're also focused on helping that these job seekers get skills in sectors that are essentially provide a career ladder, provide real opportunity for the long term. Healthcare, technology, manufacturing. These are really good paying careers, and there's an enormous amount of opportunity here. It certainly needs to be a win-win for those seeking work, but it also needs to be a win for our businesses. I just think this is a really pivotal moment for Oregon. I'm very excited that the legislature was willing to invest in this vision, and it's going to take a lot of collaboration, essentially all of us working together to advance a future-ready Oregon and make sure that we have an Oregon that enables everyone to thrive.
Governor, we just want to thank you so much for your time. And we want to thank you for your leadership on this, because as we have heard today, what Oregon is doing, what you are doing, investing this money is unusual. We are not seeing it everywhere. We are going to be not only leading in this state, but in the region and in the country. So kudos to you. And thank you so much for joining us.
Everybody, have a great rest of your day.
Bye-bye.